We late, y'all. Don't judge me. CP time today. Give me some time to sit up. I mean, ain't nobody here right now, but I'm talking just in case you pop in. You will. Alright. Do, 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 do. 35, 47. We running late today, y'all. Showing my colors today. Excuse me while I set up, okay? Just didn't want y'all to think it wasn't popping today. Motivation Monday. Motivation Monday. Alright. All right. Hello, hello. How we feeling today? Yeah, feeling real Cali today. Feeling real Cali, you know? What's we setting up if you just now coming in. It's only a couple more minutes. Give me some time, y'all. Give me some time. Like 5 minutes, we gonna get started. I'm on CP time today. No, mismanage my time. That's all. All right, so we finna let this digital recorder load up. Soon as it pop on, we on. We starting. We starting. So lights in the building. Shine a little light on that thing. We letting this load up and turn on. Then we gonna get it popping. Popping. Motivation Monday. So while we waiting, I'm wearing local brands today, right? Let's get this out the way. Let's get it out the way. I'm gonna put their links in the description. This is the Mill Clothing Company. His name on Facebook is Brandon Boyd. It's my homie. This is a UT24 clothing line. Utilize thing. I love this shirt. I love the way it feels. Feel good as a bitch. I don't know if they still make these. I got these a while ago. Probably like 2-3 years ago. Alright, y'all. We on. Apologize for the delay. Hey, Mr. Roy. How you doing, baby? I do appreciate y'all patience with me, though. You know. I think that's going to be the last week with me doing it live. I think I'm just going to start pre-recording it and only doing it on the website and SoundCloud and YouTube instead of doing it on Facebook. I don't really like seeing comments and all that shit. I don't really like the live aspect, but we tried it. You know, we saw, we conquered. Now, welcome to the Free Game Alert podcast, where we believe that the game should be free, but the rules on how to play that motherfucker gonna cost you. All right? I am Bree, the giver of free game. I am your host. Let me start by saying parental advisory, okay? Explicit content, strong language, sexual innuendo, all that shit. We keeping the street around here, all right? Not on no gangbanging shit, but I'm not finna sugarcoat a motherfucking thing. Moving on. You can catch me on all social medias. You can catch me on Facebook, Instagram, all the links in the description. I'm on YouTube. I'm on SoundCloud. What else I'm on? You on? Oh, the website, www.theblackplainjane.com. If the links ain't working in the description, hit the website. Everywhere you can find me is on that website, including the podcast, audio only stream if you don't fuck with SoundCloud. All right? Fuck with me, nephew. How you doing, Malik? Oh, I know you. You are Mr. Payne, Mr. 106 in Pain. How you doing, handsome? Okay, moving on, y'all. Check out the website if the links in the description don't work, all right? Let's get started. So last Monday was the introduction. So I ain't necessarily go over all the segments that we gonna have on Mondays. First of all, let me take a step back. Let me just let y'all know. I was feeling real Cali today, okay? Woke up listening to my Janae. Janae is that bitch, if you didn't know. Heavily slept on. Janae Aiko. I fucking love her. Anyways, listening to Janae this morning, getting dressed, getting ready, going to run some errands, and I was like, oh, I feel real Cali today. I ain't bust this yet, so I threw on my local brand. Hey, shout out to the Mill Clothing Company. I'll put that description in the link later. And I got it on a local shirt. If you just now coming in from UT 24, excuse me. But anyways, I was feeling real Cali. I said, let me get my loc on. You know what I'm saying? I was out there all day like this. Out here, nigga, on my Kendrick Lamar shit. Beanie in the big old bamboos. Had bitches looking like, where she think she going? Living life, bitch. Get off my dick. Moving on. No blood shit. I ain't banging, you know. I don't be banging. Red just look good on me. Don't it got me glowing? That's why I fucks with it. Yeah, Mr. Turney. I mean, ain't nobody gave me a podcast. I started this gangster shit. It's the motherfucking thanks I get. No, but yeah, I appreciate that love. Appreciate that shout out and that recognition. All right, y'all. So moving on. The first segment of Motivation Mondays is going to be called Inspiration of the Week, right? So what we're going to do is we're going to pick a person or a place or a situation that has given us inspiration throughout this journey, or that gave us inspiration to hop on this journey or to move how we move or certain beliefs we got. Okay? Who I picked this week is Nipsey Hussle. Now, this ain't no bandwagon. This ain't no, oh, RIP Nip. Let me do this for some likes. Let me do this for some comments. No, this ain't that. I discovered Nipsey in November of 2018. So like right before he died, I had discovered him on a humbug. I was watching Breakfast Club, and that's why I wanted to do a video aspect to my podcast, because I rather watch Breakfast Club than listen to him. You know what I'm saying? I like to see how people move when they talk. I like to watch shit. I don't want to just hear it. So I was listening to Breakfast Club on some humbug shit one day, cleaning up, whatever. And then he popped up. His interview came on autoplay. And at first I didn't pay him no mind, because I didn't even know who the fuck the man was. Let's keep it a buck. I was like, that's Lauren London, husband. That's how I was looking at Nipsey Hussle. I didn't even know this man was as respected as he was where he's from, right? So I'm listening to Players Club. I'm listening to the Breakfast Club, and I hear his interview. And the intellect in which he spoke made me stop in my motherfucking tracks. I said, who is that? I had to go look him up. So after I listened to his interview, I went and looked up his music, and I instantly got hooked on Victory Lap, right? So that's why I'm picking Nipsey. I'm picking Nipsey because once I discovered him, the game that he give in his music, you can't buy that shit. Now, when Jay-Z said, I'm giving you $1 billion worth of game for $9.99 or whatever the fuck he said, I ain't really no Jay-Z fan. But that's how I felt about Nipsey. Right. Look at you, Mr. Turney. Might have to put you on as some management. You know what I'm saying? Put you on the back end. Come with them ideas in. I appreciate that, huh? So yeah, I appreciated the game he was giving. And honestly, that's when it clicked in my head like, damn. They say the game is to be sold, not told, but why? Why wouldn't you want to put your niggas on with the game and then charge them for the rules? That's how I got my motto. So yeah, when I seen the interview, I fucked with him on some hashtag FreeGameAlert type shit. You know what I'm saying? And I wanted to know more. So as I started researching him and I started looking into his beliefs, his morals, his ideologies, how he moved, you know what I'm saying? The back end in which he was making his money. Cause I'm like, damn, he ain't this famous. He ain't this popping just from dating Lauren London. You know what I'm saying? Cause I know Lauren London as new. I don't really know too much other shit she in. So after I saw that interview, it made me go look into him deeper, right? I love intelligence. I especially love intelligence on a man. On a black man too. Ooh, that type of open mind, that type of consciousness. Oh yeah, I wanted to know more. So I went and looked into Nipsey, you feel me? And as I was looking into him, I started realizing his message. And the reason I fuck with Nipsey is because his message is fuck the middleman. Get it for yourself. You understand what I'm saying? Like, yeah, I could have put this motherfucking podcast idea on hold until I got a team, until I got a sponsor, until I found linked up with an already established podcast and just build my name, build my brand on their audience. I could have did that, but for what? For what? Why put all that energy and effort into somebody else's dreams and ideas when I can do it for self? That's the type of shit I like to listen to Nipsey for. If you really listen to his music, don't just bob your head to the motherfucking beat. Actually listen to what the man is saying. He gonna teach you some $1 billion shit. He gonna teach you how to make some real boss moves. So yeah, he was saying how fuck the middleman, get it for yourself. He was teaching us how if you leave your destiny in somebody else's hands, if you stick your hand out begging for crumbs from somebody else's dinner table, don't get mad when you get pimped. Point blank, period. Motherfucker steady trying to sign deals as far as music go, and I'm speaking on the music aspect because that was what people mainly knew him for, even though he had his hands in a bunch of different pots. So as far as the music aspect go, motherfucker steady running around here reaching for BET awards and Grammy nominations and American Music Awards and all these fucking accolades and recognition from people that ain't even a part of the fucking culture. For what? For what? Don't hold out your hand begging for crumbs from their table when you can build your own dining room set. That's the type of shit I get from Nipsey Hussle, and that's why he's my inspiration for the week. He also taught us, as I was just saying, there are many ways to get money. You don't have to have all your irons in one fire. You ain't only got to have one pot on the stove. Juggle that shit. Nipsey did music. He had a clothing line before he had the store. He just had an online clothing line. You see what I'm saying? He was into cryptocurrency, which is Bitcoin, for those of you who don't know. I don't really fuck with it, but he found some value in that shit. He was a silent investor in numerous projects in the community. I'm talking about high-rise apartments, lofts, buying real estate, flipping them, shit like that. That's why when he died, and motherfuckers like, let's start a campaign for his family. His family was like, nigga, we straight. It was deeper than music. He had the back end sold up. Close your mouth, open your ears, learn something. What else we talking about? Oh yeah, you ain't gotta ask them for the crumbs. You can build your own table. You can build your own chairs. You can cook your own food. You can bake your own bread. You got the tools. You ever sold dope? You can sell anything in this motherfucking world. If you can focus on making a sale while you looking out for your life, worried about the police and your ops, you can sell anything. You can sell water to a motherfucking well. Period. If you're a single black mom And it's been times where you ain't know if you was going to pay your rent or buy groceries, and you managed to get them both. That's hustle. That's by any means necessary. It's always another way to look at one situation. That's what we got to understand. See, motherfuckers draw these boxes, right? With every industry, with every field. And they say, if you don't fit into this box, you can't reach your goal. If you don't do it the way that such and such did it before you, the proven way, you ain't gonna get there. Nipsey showed us that's some bullshit. That's just like telling the motherfucker it's only enough room at the top for 3 black female rappers. It's only enough room at the top for 2 major black female actresses. Only enough room for 5 major black male actresses. According to their box, according to their standards. Yes. But see, that's when we flip on some Dame Dash shit and start building our own networks. But that's another day, another topic for next week's Monday Motivation. It's probably going to be Dame, because I fucks with that nigga. He an asshole, but I fuck with him. His game is unsurmountable. You can't get that type of game nowhere else for free. Trying to tell y'all, man. All right, what else he teach us? Yeah. So Nipsey Hussle has inspired me and continues to inspire me for these 3 reasons. These 3 factors. A, he told us how to understand that there will be sacrifices needing to be made before you can invest within yourself. You can't invest in yourself if you ain't sacrificing to be able to invest in yourself. You understand what I'm saying? So the obvious shit is like, you know, if you got food in your house, don't go buy no food. Don't go to the club and spend $10 on a little ass Dixie cup when you can get a bottle for $12. You know what I'm saying? Little shit like that. But on a bigger scale, let's talk about a real sacrifice. You understand? It's Monday. So I'm going to put y'all in a little bit on some of my shit. Another segment on Mondays is Testify Mondays. So I'm going to give y'all a little insight into my life. Give y'all a little insight onto how I was able to come back so fast after that accident. How I'm able to say, I ain't tripping about not having no job right now. I know it'll come back because I know it will. My sacrifice to invest in myself and to get where I'm going in my goals as far as my brand and opening a business. I live upstairs from my grandfather. My grandfather got a single house. My grandmother passed away in 2014, the matriarch. R.I.P. Granny. I'm living up here with him. Ever since, if you watch my YouTube channel, you'll see the whole story, how it played out, how I lost my house, all that shit. Fucking around with my ex. Not to blame him, but you'll see that shit. So right now, my sacrifice is I could have went into another house. I could have got me an apartment. Hell, I could have bought a house. But had I not sacrificed my comfort as far as having my own place, I wouldn't have had the money to invest in this shit. I got the whole podcast set up. I don't need to go rent out no studio. I don't need to go sit in nobody's office and interview for a radio personality job or a podcast personality job. I could do this shit myself. I didn't need to go get no loan to buy the car or to invest into my brand because I made sacrifices. You're gonna have to sacrifice to get ahead if you're gonna do it on yourself, on your own. That's just me. I refuse to reach my hand out for help or pay the next motherfucker to do something for me that I can do for me. It just doesn't make sense. Just something to think about. You know what I'm saying? Point B on why Nipsey has and continues to inspire me in my journey, not only spiritually, but to self-sufficiency, to making money as an entrepreneur. Point B is he showed me that it ain't no cap on the different ways you can make money. In this age of technology, where we can hop online and reach anybody across the globe. I was going to say across these United States, but hell no, we can reach anybody across the globe. In this era, it ain't no excuse. You don't have to just have a 9-to-5 no more. Get you a couple side hustles. If I ain't learned nothing else from watching that man, studying his hustle, I learned that it is never a smart idea to have one pot on the stove with 4 eyes. Let me run that back. It's never a good idea to have one pot on a stove with 4 eyes. There's too many ways out here to get that money. I already ran down what Nipsey do. He had the fucking, I'm talking about him like he's still here. What he do, what he did. He had the music. He had the real estate. He had the store. He had the clothing line. All that. And I respect that. That's what made me wanna follow him. Not follow him, but wanna study him. Watch how he moved and imitate the greatness of how he did what he did. He broke down doors in the industry that told him, nigga, you can't get it without going through this way. You can't get it in the front door. You got to come through the service entrance. And he looked at a motherfucker like, fuck you, nigga. If the streets demand it, you can't stop it. That's how I feel. Point C. Why he has and continues to inspire me. He taught me how to stay persistent in all that I do. Consistency is key. Not only do I need to stay persistent, I need to stay standing 10 toes down. Don't bend, don't fold for nobody. Stand on what you believe. Stand on your motherfucking morals. All that other shit don't really mean nothing at the end of the day. If you give away what make you you, the money can't do shit but cover up what you trying to bury. You got to stand for something. Stick to the script. That's what I learned from that man. He didn't care who was coming after him. He didn't care what a motherfucker said. They told him no. He said, why not? And then gave them 2 other solutions that they hadn't even thought of. And when I say they, I'm speaking on the industries in which he touched. Trying to tell y'all, man. Trying to tell y'all. We got to come out of what I like to call the microwave syndrome. That's because of this world of technology. We so used to instant gratification. I send you a message, you should get it instantly. Because if I text you and you don't get it, I can inbox you on Facebook. I could DM you on IG. I can email you. It's so many fucking ways to instantly get what you want. That it's put us in this mind frame that everything's supposed to come fast and easy. That's why I call it the microwave syndrome. Microwaving shit that needs to be put in the oven and slow cooked. You know what I'm saying? So I learned that as well. I got a problem with that real bad. I be wanting shit fast. For example, I just started this brand in 2018. I was working for Boston Store corporate office, they headquarters downtown. And you know, everybody know Boston Store went under. So when Boston Store went under and I started this brand, I was like, oh, I'm finna pop off. All I need is like 6 to 8 months. How, Sway? I wasn't even on social media. I wasn't using Facebook. I didn't even have a fucking Instagram page. I didn't have an Instagram page until I built my brand, until I decided I'm going to start a brand. I didn't even know what I was going to do with the brand. All I knew is I was tired of working for other motherfuckers. So I started it. But because I was in that microwave syndrome mind frame, I'm thinking like, oh, I want it now. It's going to come fast because I put in work for it to look so pretty. Don't nothing come fast. This is something, this type of shit I'm trying to do, what I'm trying to build, I'm going to have to put it in the oven. I'm going to have to slow roast it straight the fuck up. Because yeah, I could get it faster. I could pay for followers. I could pay for views. You know what I'm saying? Numbers, I could pay for numbers. But it ain't no authenticity behind that. And if the love ain't authentic, if the love ain't genuine, I don't want it. Because it ain't going to fucking last. I'm looking for longevity. I ain't worried about that instant shit no more. Because this ain't about materialism. You understand? That's where that instant gratification come from. When you looking for some material, some tangible outcome. This deeper than tangibility. So yeah. I say all that to say, give it some time. Give yourself some time. Enjoy your ride. Enjoy your journey along the way. Live life so you'll have shit to put into your art, into your work, whatever it is you're trying to do. if you popped and you depleted and you ain't got no energy and you tired and you miserable and you just out of it, zoned out because you been going, trying to get some shit faster than it needs to come, you can't enjoy it. You can't enjoy it when you win. How you gonna enjoy your win when you laid up in the hospital? You know what I'm saying? Can't move and shit. Can't think. Just gone. Out of it. Take your time with this shit, man. It's gonna come when it's supposed to come. Just stay persistent. Stick to the motherfucking script. Stay down till you come up. All that good shit. Now I'm gonna leave y'all with a quote from the man himself. This is dedication. This is anti-hesitation. Fuck you talking about. Moving on. Second segment of Motivation Mondays is called Affirmation of the Week. With this segment, we're going to pick one affirmation that I want you to use throughout the week. Any point you feel like saying, fuck this shit. I'm done. I'm over it. It's taking too long. I'm tired. I ain't seeing no results. Shit ain't moving. Anytime you get to feeling like that. Oh, I had to test the mic, y'all. I can't hear myself. Anytime you get to feeling like that, I want you to recite this weekly affirmation, all right? And it don't have to be this one. Create your own, but you need to have some type of positive phrase, word, something to snap you out of your funk. When you get to that point where you feel like throwing in the towel and saying, fuck it, you need to have something that brings you back like, nah, fuck, I done came too far, man. I got to stay positive. I got to remain in my shit. You know what I'm saying? So the affirmation I picked this week was, I claim it, so it's mine. Simple as that. Now that ties into the conversation we had about the law of attraction, which is basically manifestation. Manifestation and law of attraction are one and the same. It's like a thick girl and a curvy girl. It's one and the same. It's just two different ways of saying it. You know what I'm saying? One or two details might be different, but it's the same essence. So affirmations tie into law of attraction and manifestation in the sense of your words have power. Now, I know you done heard that before. A lot of the times we hear it when you be talking about negative words or hurtful words, and we say, oh, you know, sticks and stones break your bones, words never hurt you, or words have powers, words can cause people to kill themselves, and whoopsie whoop. So if words have enough power to inflict pain, what makes you think they don't have enough power to attract pleasure, to attract joy, to bring you happiness? It's the intent behind your words that's going to bring what you're speaking on, right? With that being said, I use affirmations all the time. I don't call them that, but I'm going to call them that for the sake of this being public and the fact that I don't want nobody trying to chin check me on my terminology. I know what the fuck I'm talking about. Just because I don't say it like that don't mean I don't know. All right? Now, while we talking on affirmations, I want to make this clear. I don't want nobody to get stuck on it. I don't want nobody getting stuck on affirmations as if that's the only thing you need to do to attract what you're trying to attract, to manifest what you're trying to manifest. Now, your words are a tool when it comes to that, yeah, but it's not the end all be all. You still got to put some action behind that shit, all right? Faith without works is dead. Don't forget that, y'all. Yeah. Don't just think you can rest on reciting manifestations every day or writing in your journal or your manifestation book or creating vision boards. Like, all that's cool. All those aid in your journey. All of those are tools you should be using along your journey because you're going to need them. Shit going to get sticky. It's going to get rough. It's not always going to be rainbows and lollipops. But do not forget to put your action behind all of those tools. If you don't do nothing to get what you claiming, how you gonna get it? Ain't nothing finna fall in your lap. That's common sense, right? You'd be surprised that common sense not so common no more. So I just wanted to make that clear. I just wanted to give y'all another tool. That's why I'm introducing the weekly affirmation segment. I just wanted to add another tool to your repertoire on your daily, on your spiritual journey as you move through it, as you move through life. Okay? And I want to touch on this too. Since we talking about manifestation and we talk about the law of attraction and all of that, I want to touch on magic, the word magic, which is really alchemy. Magic just means alchemy, right? And if that's the case, and your words are magical, which means your words have power, I want y'all to remain positive in the words that you speak to yourself. This is outside the affirmation realm. Okay? So affirmations are amazing. They're good. But don't let it just become something you regurgitating unconsciously. Something that you don't really feel, something you don't really think, something that you can't really stand behind. Don't just say it just because it's positive. You have to actually believe it. And since you have to actually believe it, let me give you some examples of proof as to how you know or why you can believe your words are powerful, right? The Catholics have confession. They have confessionals where their parishioners can go and do confession. Christians believe that you have to confess your sins out loud to be forgiven. So if it's in all of these religious sectors, if you hear it when it comes to the satanic realm as far as occultism like magic or Wiccan or whatever the fuck they be saying, all that goofy shit, you hear it so much that I think people become numb to the fact that your words really do have this magical power to them. You know what I'm saying? When you start to hear something so much, you be like, oh, I got that in my mind. I got that in my consciousness. I don't need to actually think about it to do it. But you do. We don't realize how powerful our words are because language is so commonly used. We talk every day. We use words every day. Not thinking of it. We unconsciously speak shit. You know what I'm saying? Just keep that in mind as you talking, as you formulating thoughts that are going to come out as words. That shit got power behind it. Speak. Use your words wisely. Think before you speak. All that good shit. Yeah. Moving on. That's all I want to say about that. Speak your affirmations whenever you feeling like saying fuck it, but don't rest on them. That ain't the end all be all to getting where you need to be in your journey. All right? Moving on. Our last segment for Motivation Mondays. It's called Testimony Time. All right? So in this section, I want us to introduce it because I feel like a lot of us don't have no safe spaces to share our testimony. A lot of us don't have no safe spaces to vent and release some of the pains and traumas that's holding us back in our spiritual ascension, right? So I'll start the conversation. Now, in this one, I want to speak on why I cuss and choose to talk with slang and, you know, basically talk that street talk while I'm on my podcast. I want to start here. Yahshua. Jesus, the prophet, Christ, the Savior, whatever you want to call him. I call him Yahshua. He was crucified not because he said, I'm the son of God. Oh, nigga, because everybody believed that who was reading the Bible. Because it say in there that we are created in his image. He was crucified because he wasn't speaking that message within the box that religion said he was supposed to do it in. It didn't look how they was used to seeing it. He was out there with the pimps and the prostitutes and the drug dealers and the hustlers and the gangbangers. He was out there in the streets spreading his message when they thought the only way you could spread a message was in the church. But that wasn't how God directed him to do it. Most High directed Yahshua. He said, yo, I'm going to put this message in you to give to the masses. But the people in the church already got fucking people they can get the message from. The people in the church fit in the box of religion. So they can go to any church and catch the message. They can go to any church and catch a word. But what about my children in the street? Who gonna give them the message? Who gonna give them the word? The people who shunned out the church because they don't look like the box that religion has set. They don't fit in them boxes. So who gonna get him that? That's why he was crucified, because he was speaking the word, true word, raw, uncut, no baking soda. He was speaking that shit to the people in the streets in a way that they believe would diminish the effect of religion. That's the message I got. To put it simply, when I was deciding on this podcast and I said, how do I want to present it? It's so many people on the internet. It's so many people with messages and healers and guides. And it's so many people on here. So many people doing their thing, and it's beautiful. But not everybody fit in that box of, hi guys, how you doing today? Welcome to my channel. Not everybody fit in that shit. I'm not like that outside of this. Why would I bring that energy to this? When I'm sitting around with my people, when we sitting around talking shit and swallowing spit, you know what I'm saying? Passing the time, kicking it, whatever. How I'm talking right now is how I talk. I'm not finna code switch no more for nobody. So when I get them inboxes like, I like your message, but why you gotta cuss so much? Why do you have to speak with such slang, speaking Ebonics, bitch? Because that's me. I didn't ask nobody to tune in. I didn't send no invites out saying, watch my live. Let's have a watch party. Come join me. No. Who is meant to hit is going to hit. Just understand that when you click on this motherfucker, you stepping into my world, baby. And I'm not code switching. I'm not changing who I am for none of y'all. For nobody. I got permission from somebody way higher than anybody that can write me on this motherfucker. Most High put the message in me to give to the motherfuckers in the street. Most High touched me to touch the ones that talk like this, that can relate to this. It's somebody out there for the rest of them. I ain't here for them. I was told to give it raw and uncut. No baking soda, straight from Colombia. What Jeezy say? White squares with the stamps in the middle, nigga. Never even been open. That's how I'm supposed to give it. So don't come on here asking me why my mouth's so dirty, telling me how I should do what the fuck I'm doing. I put blood, sweat, tears, and effort into creating this motherfucker. I put money into this. I'm not asking you to be here. But I do want to make it very clear that while you here with me, this how it's gonna be. Unapologetically. Alright. That's what it is. I had so much more. Y'all know how I be looking at my notes and shit. But I pretty much said it all. We talk that street talk. That street talk. Hey. And that's how we gonna do it when we do it. How we do it. I want to give a shout out to the Ghetto Nun from Am I Trippin' or Not Tarot on YouTube. I came across her channel about 2 months ago, probably the end of December, when I was really getting serious about all right, I'm going to start this podcast. Let me start laying out my outline, figuring out how I want to do it. And basically, I came across her the same way I came across Nipsey. YouTube on autoplay, that shit popped up. And I was like, when I heard her intro, it made me stop. And it made me tune in like, who the fuck is this? Because she started out like, yeah, I cuss in my readings and I gives no fucks about it. But the thing that made me follow her, subscribe to her, turn on my notification bell was when she was like, if you find that the convent is not for you, like if you find her channel ain't something you can rock with, please find the nearest exit march, get the fuck on. And that's how I felt. Right there, it clicked. Most High said, yep, that's what I'm trying to tell you. Do it how you do it. Do you how you do you. Send that message exactly how I put it in your mind. No filters, no sugar. And don't worry about the rest. I'll handle that. I'm giving you permission to speak in your native language, that street shit, while you deliver this message. Because I need you to reach the people who speak the same language you speaking. These other motherfuckers got people they can reach out to. They got people to listen to and catch the message from. I need you to reach a motherfucker who here with you. So that's why I cuss and I talk that street talk in my podcast, okay? It's mine. But yeah, shout out to the homie. She inspired me. Real shit. And it's not like I wasn't going to do what I wanted to do. It's not that. I just, when it comes to this shit, when it comes to my spiritual journey, when it comes to me trying to put my shit out there, my testimony out there to heal the masses based on what I've been through, I try to wait and listen for the Most High to tell me how to do it, when to move. You understand what I'm saying? Like, I'm putting action behind this shit. I got the equipment. I'm writing the outlines. I'm writing my episodes. I'm doing what I got to do. But I can't just put out messages and put out what I think. I got to wait. I got to wait for that shit to be put into me. Like, this is what you got to say. That's why half the time y'all see me putting up videos in my pajamas and shit. Nigga, because that's when the shit hits me. I ain't on here trying to be fucking cute. I'm on here trying to spread the word. What Jeezy say? It's church off in these streets. That's all I want to do. That's all it is. That's all we doing. Period. All right, y'all. Yeah. That's why I do what I do. That's why I do it how I do it. I want to reach the people who don't fit into nobody's box. Because I for damn sure don't. Motherfuckers look at me and expect me to be a totally different way than how I am. Like, damn, bitch, that came out your mouth. Your mouth dirty. Cuss like a motherfucking sailor. And this intellect is that of a fucking 16-year-old who graduated from Harvard as well. Don't fuck with it. I'm very multifaceted. All right? All right, y'all. I enjoy clarity. I share my testimony today, and I will share a piece of my testimony every Monday. Not because I feel like I have to explain who I am to anybody. Not because I feel like I have to explain myself, but because I am a person who values clarity. Communication is key in any type of relationship, whether it's romantic or business. And without clarity, communication is flatlined, right? My granny used to always say it ain't nothing like a good understanding. And for me, that's law. If we ain't got no good understanding, I can't rock with you. Next. Moving on, y'all. We got through this. Hey, we got through this show like a subject and the predicates. In conclusion, I say everything tonight to say this. Number one, Nipsey's hustle is one to be studied. He's literally giving away $1 billion worth of game for the free. You can find this man's CDs on YouTube for the FREE. Get on it. It ain't nothing wrong with studying somebody who showed and proved that you can break through fucking glass ceilings. All right? Number 2. Affirm what you want. Use your affirmations as often as you need to keep yourself positive and on your path, to keep yourself within your strength as a spiritual being. But do not rest on your affirmations. Do not rest on your vision boards. Do not rest on your journals to bring forth what you are trying to do in this world, to help you move forth in your purpose, to help you ascend on your spiritual journey. Put some action behind it, y'all. Faith without works is dead. Period. Okay? Last but not least. Excuse me, y'all. I'm coming off a little cold. Last but not least. When you're coming on my channel, this is my world. I'm going to speak it how I speak it. Period. If you don't like how I give my messages, how I speak, how I move, please do not join me. Okay? Okay. It's been real, y'all. I appreciate all y'all who tuned in. I appreciate everybody who is going to tune in at a later time. Hit me up. www.theblackplainjane.com if you know of any upcoming events, networking events, seminars, expos, conferences where they looking for panelists, keynote speakers, anything like that dealing with inspiration, motivation, and the culture. Let me know. You know what I'm saying? Until next time, peace, light, and love. Good day, family.